So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again, and it was a good evening yesterday. Lapping up the Tottenham, the Topspurs. They capitulated, and we took full advantage. So, we extended our lead, albeit Man City have got a game in hand. But my striker scored twice yesterday. Our striker, matey, our striker, and Eze. He loves scoring against Tottenham. That's 5 this season. 5 in 2 games. Cheers, lads. Thanks for that. But listen, big up to everyone locked in. Everyone's links are pinned. Big up Static for the pinned comment. Jezza, happy Monday, man. And it is happy Monday, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I didn't expect to win 4-1. I predicted a 2-1. Yeah, great result. Second half, Tottenham, did they even bother to come out? I mean, they were just shocking, awful. And just saying now, you're chatting there, that they're in deep shit. I just quickly looking at the table while you guys were chatting there. Yeah, I mean, they're teetering on the brink. And it would be quite something, wouldn't it, that Arsenal win the league and they get relegated? Oh, come on. That's what dreams are made of, isn't it? Yeah, there's a long way to go still, but great result. Gyökeres, quality. Just shows when you give him the ball what he can do. Eze, as you just said, loves scoring against Spurs, and the club he was going to go to. So that's running the bollocks, isn't it, for them? But at the end of the day, great game. Loved it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Great evening, celebrating. And yeah, couldn't get any better, mate. Couldn't get any better.
Nah, well said, mate. DJ, happy Monday, mate. How are you?
Yeah, all good. Always good after a North London win. Getting used to it lately. In all the years I've been watching the North London derbies, that's probably, I would say, that's probably the worst Spurs team I've ever seen in my history. I don't remember seeing a Spurs team so bad. Miles apart, leagues apart. It weren't really a football match. It was a complete mismatch. If that was a boxing match, it'd have been over in 30 seconds. It was that bad. Yeah, I mean, but you've got to do the job with the team that's in front of you. We made light work of it. Right from the go, we was on it. You could tell we was kind of up for it. It weren't brilliant first half, sort of first 25 minutes, first half an hour. You know, it weren't scintillating, but you could tell there was only one team in it from the start, to be honest. Spurs tried to frustrate us, and we gifted them a goal. Other than that, they offered pretty much nothing. Little flick on by Richarlison that Raya scrambled, you know, brilliant save off the line. Good reaction. And it was nice to see the 2 new signings that were bought for the club in the first place, ripping them apart. Eze and Gyökeres, they were bought for the club for literally the reasons that we saw yesterday. The fact is, we haven't seen enough of it all season. I'm pleased for Gyökeres. I've said all along, I want to stick by him. I'd rather him than going back to Havertz and Jesus. I feel that he's needed to do a little bit more for me to be convinced. And yesterday, he showed me the reasons why I'm sticking by him. But we'll get onto it later. But we've got to see more of that. We've got to see more than that. You know, you have to produce that in really, really big games, and I'm sure he will. But yeah, Eze was good. Saka looked bright as well, which was really pleasing. He's still kind of lost that turn of pace that he relied on before the injury, but he looked a lot better yesterday. But yeah, all in all, good day's work, and makes it all a happy Monday, my friends. Big up to everyone that's here in the chat as well.
No, well said, mate. Matty, how are you, mate? You feeling better? Happy Monday.
Bro, I'm still pushing through it, man, but I feel much better than I did yesterday, man. I don't think I felt that bad in a long time, bro. I don't know how I made it through that game yesterday. But for the most part, man, I was just glad we got a win because I did not want to lose that game or draw it feeling bad yesterday. But we were able to get what we need to get, the 3 points. It's 3 points from here out. There's no more draws to discuss. It doesn't matter who we play. Jokeris, our striker, I've been saying it all year. 3-hour videos, feed the York, and he will score. Eze coming up again. What you saw in that first goal is why Eze should be in this team. That little bit of stardust, just something extra that Odegaard just doesn't bring to the team. And we just took him to the woodshed yesterday, man. And that's what you're supposed to do with teams like that. That's what we should have did on I think it was Wednesday night there when we played Wednesday or Thursday against Spurs. Not Spurs, but Wolves. That's what we should have did with Wolves. And instead we let it get away from us. But back on track, massive win yesterday for us. And any Spurs fans in here, don't look now, but I think you all are gonna be dropping like a Far Side album. So y'all are hitting right down there, drop. So get used to playing the likes of Sheffield United and everybody else, because that's where y'all going, because that team looked so bad yesterday. As JB said, I was sitting here trying to think about some of the worst Spurs teams I've seen. I don't think I've seen one on any level as bad as what I saw yesterday. You got players going against the manager. He's telling him to do one thing. He says, I'm going to do what the hell I want to do. You're not going to stay up like that. You're not going to stay up like that. So,
Nah.
And as an Arsenal fan, hey, man, I'll just send you a get well card. And that's about it.
Yeah, Spurs and Wolves have got the joint record. Worst form in the league. 2 points out of the last six games. 2 draws, 4 losses each. That's crazy. But Kenny, how are you, mate? Happy Monday.
I'm all good. I'm gonna sing a couple of tunes for you, and then I may have to be like the guy who says Father Christmas doesn't exist, and then I was a father for the missing tooth. But let's go on. I know you want me to say it. Let it all work out. Let it all work out. And then the second one I want to go.
That's what I want.
Right. What I'm going to say is that we needed that performance. We needed that opposition after what happened at Wolves. Let's not forget, if we had a reverse and even dropped a point, this show would be different. We can't forget what happened against Wolves. Because remember, it's not just what happened on Sunday. We've got to review what happened against Wolves. Morale was down. People were doubting, making predictions and paying out Man City as the winners. And then we get this derby. Yes, they showed me 2 things. One, we know how to put players to the sword. And when you want to play against opposition that is vastly inferior to you, you are going to unleash Gyökeres. You are going to unleash Eze. The big test is now when we play a live team like Chelsea. Yes, we've beaten them in the cup home and away, but they're a live team. And Brighton, who do have a bit of quality, they are playing at home. They're a more live team than Spurs. That's where. So I'm sorry. Enjoy yourselves. I'm not going to suck the joy out of anything because I hate Spurs with a passion, and it is a passion that I would kill for. And it was a great pleasure to put them to the sword and make their lives difficult. But I should have listened to their fans when they were telling me weekly how bad things were. I wouldn't accept it. I thought they had passion. I thought they'd be a lot better than what they were in the Emirates. It is worrying for them because the state of players at the moment is that West Ham have more quality than them and have better minerals to stay up. Nottingham Forest 100% have got more quality than them as well. And both West Ham and Nottingham Forest have what Spurs don't have. They have managers who are experienced in this league and experience this have the experience of guiding teams out of relegation spots. So they're in really deep trouble. I think they need to revisit their appointment of Igor Tudor, because if you're employing someone like him, you're not serious about your plight. You're really not serious about your plight. You're in denial.
Yeah, well said. They're an absolute mess. I can't lie. For about 25 minutes or so, towards the end of that first half, they were having a bit of a go. Yeah, and they were getting in around us, and we were mad sloppy. And I just misplaced pass after misplaced pass, especially Timber. He was awful yesterday. Yeah, and he's been awful for at least 4 weeks now. Since we shifted him out to left back, he ain't recovered ever since. He's been crap ever since we put him at left back. And Declan in that first half as well, after all the talking he'd done in the week, he then goes and gives him a goal. But again, shit defending from our 2 centre-backs for that goal as well. But he redeemed himself second half, and so did they. But Timber, we need another right back, mate. I'm telling you. I know it sounds ridiculous to say, but Ben White's finished at this football club. Yeah, why weren't he in the squad yesterday? The manager sat in the press conference on Friday and said no new injuries, and then Ben White weren't in the squad. He said 29 was back and he weren't in the squad, and now Timber, he don't look like he's fit anyway. And
No,
he's been he was injured in the Wolves game after 20 minutes, and he played the whole game. So I feel we need another right back in the summer. Another defender. But who stood out for you, Jez? Obviously, Eze and Gyökeres will get get all the headlines. But first half, I thought we were pretty poor. Yeah, in fact, I thought we were shit first half. But second half, we just turned it up, just put the Jets on and left them for dead. And they didn't have a clue, man. They were like rabbits in the headlights. They didn't even want to move. Somebody in the chat said they'd be better off with 11 mannequins standing there. They would have put up more of a fight. It's true. When you look at their injuries, they're cool, whatever. Every team's got injuries. But it's an North London derby. At least show a bit of character, innit? Now for nothing. But who stood out for you, and what do you make of it overall?
I thought Eze was great yesterday. He looked up for it. Glad to see Gyökeres score a couple as well. It does go to show you give him the ball, he can do damage. But I agree with you on Timber. He don't look fit to me. He looks like he's not got the pace he should have, and he looks like he's just not there. Yeah, I mean, Declan Rice, I had to laugh at that. I won't lie. You know what I mean? He's giving it focus. Right? And then straight away gives the bloody ball away. And they scored a goal. Personally, I think Raya could have done better there. But hey, we came back. It was a shame that we scored a lovely goal, then went 1-1 after 2 minutes. But yeah, you have to say sorry, Rice. You're taking all the blame for that one. I don't know what you're trying to do there, really. But hey, look, come on. As Kenny said, yeah, this is tribal, man. This is tribal, and the fact I endorse exactly what Kenny Ken said. In the 70s, as we were kids growing up, it was Liverpool. They were the big boys. Man United weren't. They were there or thereabouts. Don't forget they got relegated, and all right, they came back the following year. But no, it's always Spurs. It's always will be. It always will be Spurs. But at the end of the day, I thought Gyökeres, I thought he had a very good game. I thought Eze, he looked bang on fire. He was really tuned into it, and for him to get 2 more goals, I thought brilliant. Well done, fella. I'm trying to think, and I've got 2 questions to ask Kenny on this one. First one is, Kenny, who was the last Arsenal player to score 5 goals against Tottenham in a season? I honestly don't know. I don't know. You might know. I don't know. And the second one is, sadly, Sheffield Wednesday have been relegated. That's got to be the quickest relegation in football this early in the season. I don't know of any other team.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it was hard to watch, but Sheffield Wednesday, their owner wants to be sort of like someone needs to drag that bastard, and I won't call him a bastard because Sheffield Wednesday are one of the great clubs.
Yeah,
and what that bastard is doing to that club, he wants locking up. You know, the best thing they could do is take him to one of the rivers in Yorkshire and just tell him, throw him in there and just hope you can, and tell him make your own way back to the boat. Horrible man. He's basically holding the club to ransom. He's run out of money, refused to sell, and he's basically, you know, they've got transfer embargoes, points deductions. I don't like swearing in front of them because kids are watching, but that guy is a bastard. He is a bastard. and
it's a shame,
he's ruining a club, and it will take a long time for a great club like Sheffield Wednesday to recover.
Yeah.
In terms of like, I don't think there's ever been anything like it really, because I know like Charlie Nicholas used to have a good record against Tottenham, always used to score against them, and he scored 4 against Spurs. He scored 1 in the League Cup in '83. Then he scored a couple at White Hart Lane a month later on Boxing Day, and then he scored 1 against Tottenham when we beat them 3-2. So Charlie Nicholas has scored 4.
Eze's the first, I think, Kenny.
Eze's really the first. So he's kind of broken Charlie Nicholas's record.
I couldn't think of a player that's scored.
No, I don't think it says Eze made history there.
Yeah, it says on here that Sheffield Wednesday is the quickest team to get relegated.
Yeah, it's sad. That's really sad.
Previously, it was Stockport County who got relegated by March 16th in 2001, 2002.
But they were deducted 18 points, and they got no players, and they get beat every week. You know what I mean?
Such a shame.
It's a crime.
You need clubs like Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United, Birmingham, all these clubs in the Premier League. Really, so it is a shame to see a club like that go like that. That's really sad.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's a nice ground as well, Hillsborough.
Yeah,
it's a nice ground. You know, I mean, people can Liverpool fans would probably disagree, but yeah, I thought it might have been Thierry Henry, but I looked it up and he scored 4 in a season against Tottenham. I can't find any other player that scored 5. So
no.
There you go. Give you a new record. Well, I didn't go back in history. It could have been. I mean, I don't know. Somebody in chat might know. Go back in history.
I can't remember, Jez. I'm pretty sure Eze's the first one. I don't think someone scored 5 in one season.
It could be something in the 30s scored 5. I don't know. Something like David Jack or whatever. I don't know. But
Ted Drake done it in 1934-35.
Who? Sorry?
Ted Drake.
Was that cup games as well, though, Lee? Or was that league? Because he's got 5 in the league. It's different, isn't it?
Yeah. As of February 26, 2 Arsenal players have scored 5 against Tottenham. No, that's league over 2 matches.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Ted
only
Drake.
him and Ted Drake. He achieved the feat yesterday, matching a 91-year-old record set by Ted Drake. Fucking hell, that is crazy.
Yeah.
If he had scored out trick, he would have been the first player to do that. Back-to-back hat-tricks against Tottenham.
And his only shots on target before yesterday was against Spurs at the Emirates.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what? I'm glad he never got a hat-trick because we wouldn't have seen him on the pitch for another 5 games. So, you know, let's be real here. Because,
are you saying that Arteta let the shackles off because he compares Spurs to Wigan and Portsmouth and Mansfield?
No, I'm just saying he's given Eze a go there.
You're saying that we were playing Canterbury yesterday.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But I mean, he bought him off. He could have got a hat trick. He probably would have got a hat trick if he'd have been on the pitch. I don't know. But going back to Lee's question,
sorry to cut over you. The last time a player scored 5 over 2 games against a single opponent for Arsenal was Emmanuel Adebayor. County.
I knew that.
Scored 6 in 2 fixtures.
Wow.
That was 07-08. And he's level, Eze's level with Henry in North London derby goals.
Oh yes, because of the League Cup games. It's Cup games, League Cup.
Yeah, he's level with Van Persie and Thierry Henry for total derby goals for Arsenal. He's 1 behind Adebayor and 2 behind Pires.
Charlie Nicholas has got to be up there because remember he always seemed to score against Tottenham.
They were cups, weren't they? I think they were cup games.
I think this is only doing in Premier League.
He scored. I know he scored against Spurs 4 in one season, and I think when we beat him 2-0 at their ground in '85, I think he got 1 as well.
Yeah, these stats are only for Premier League.
So I know he's got at least 5 or more for Charlie Nicholas.
Great, though, isn't it?
It's class, isn't it? It's class. They're shit, mate. Yeah, but this is what we're supposed to do. Go and batter shit teams. Yeah. That's what we're supposed to do. What did you make of it, DJ? Like, obviously, we got very, very lucky with a goal chalked out for a foul, which weren't a foul to me.
Yeah, he made a meal of it. I suppose the push against Newcastle, where their goal stood, was worse. I thought Gabriel made a meal out of that, got away with that a little bit. If I'm concerned, yeah, he had his hands on his back, but if you look at the Premier League games, pretty much every week you got players with hands on the back, but not enough to actually commit a foul. You know, I thought Gabriel kind of it was a good dive actually. I mean, it was a nice 9 out of 10, wasn't it? 10.2, 10.3. Shame he didn't have a somersault involved, and that would have been full marks. But listen, you know, it's a foul. The goal's chalked off. It wouldn't have made a difference anyway, I don't think. But my player that stood out, and he has been standing. It's funny when you talk about fullbacks, isn't it? Because this manager loves the centre half and puts them at fullback. He's tried it with Calafiori, and now with Hincapié. I thought was absolutely brilliant again yesterday. I thought Hincapié has looked really, really solid. But then the fact of the matter is Hincapié's fresher. He's not played the games Timbers played. You got to remember Timbers played more or less every single game since he came back from an horrific knee injury. You know, when he went down against Forest in the first game of the season, the other season, we didn't see him touch grass pretty much all season. He's come back from injury and he's been involved in pretty much every single game. So now he's showing signs of fatigue. Rice is showing signs of fatigue and being overplayed. That's why he's gone off the boil. That's why you're seeing little dinks in the armour with Declan Rice. Zubamendi, who I thought was non-existent again yesterday, he's showing signs of looking tired. So this is what worries me. It's all well and good beating Spurs 4-1, and that's brilliant. However, if you look at the bigger picture, I was looking at Man City players fresh as daisies the other night. You know, I was looking Cherky coming on, looking lively. Foden coming on, looking lively. You know, Marmoush looking lively. I'm looking at Arsenal players, and I'm looking at them running on peak performance now. I'm looking at them running on empty. You know, they're digging into every single minute of the football match, and I'm talking key players, Lee. You know, I'm not talking sort of fringe players. I'm talking key players, and this is what worries me, because when these players have got to step up to, you know, you've got the Champions League coming up over 2 legs. You've got really important league games coming up. Brighton away, Chelsea next weekend. Can they, when the chips are down or if the pressure's on, can they go that extra and step up? And I'm just a little bit concerned that players are struggling to do that. Hence, that's why you picked up on Timberley, and rightly so, because I don't think he can give any more. I think he's burnt out. I think he's given all what he can, and now it's showing signs of weakness. Same as Declan Rice, as I said earlier. So the players that are looking fresh are the ones like Eze, that's not had many game time in comparison to all the others. Hincapié when he comes on, not had as many game time as all the others. They're looking fresh. But also, if you look at Gabriel now, he's making funny decisions as well. He's not looking as comfortable, and he's not looking as kind of free-flowing as what he has been. Because again, he's played a lot of minutes. He's played a lot of games. He's another one that came back from a hamstring injury that now you're seeing fatigue set in. So all these players are showing signs of being worn out, being kind of not rotated when they could have been rotated. And I'll just end on this. Can someone please tell me why we bought Norgard? Because once again, wrapping up everything that I've just said about fatigue, players being overplayed, players that are now showing signs of making mistakes. Why, when we are cruising in a North London derby against against Spurs FC, right? Why when we are cruising, you can't take off Declan Rice or Zubamendi and bring on Norgard and give him minutes? Because there was no fear of losing that game. And he could have brought Norgard into the frame. He could have taken Rice off. He could have took Zubamendi off. I just don't get it. I really, really don't get it. He's only played like 30 odd minutes in the Premier League, and it's just madness. This manager, the heat's off at the moment. He always does it. When the heat's on, When they're under pressure, he'll have a moment where the team digs in and gets him out of trouble. But long term, with the games coming up now, they're all tricky games now. They're all tricky games. Bournemouth are no mugs. They're better than Spurs. Brighton are better than Spurs. All the games that we've got to play now are better than what we've just played the weekend. So that's when you need your players on it. But listen, Mosquera comes on again. Perhaps you can play him at fullback. But I've been saying it all along, Lee. We need two fullbacks. We need a replacement for Timber at right back. We need a left back. And the left side of midfield is still a problem. Trossard is not good enough. Martinelli's not good enough. We need a left winger in the summer if we're to raise the levels desperately. Because those two, you just saw Trossard yesterday. Martinelli's not 90 minutes. I'm afraid they've got to be sold, and we've got to get someone on the left-hand side that's going to do a job.
Yeah, well said, mate. All right, big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you're smashing the like button up. All the lads' links are pinned. And there's 550 in the building right now. So get these likes up. We're leaving at 150 on them. And I'll be doing the Man United game later. We will be there for David Moyes' Everton to put them in the mud. And I'll probably do the Alaves Girona game at the same time. But Matty, we were sat there watching that first half, fuming yesterday. And second half, all of a sudden, it just all worked out. How are you feeling today, man?
So DJ touched on what I was going to touch on there. I wanted to highlight one, Leandro Trossard. That was an absolute horrific performance yesterday by that young man. He looks like he's completely out of limbo. And when you're in a situation like we're in now, where every game counts, players like that become a liability. I've been saying for the last several weeks here, put Jesus on the left, please. You know, because that's where he normally played when he was at City anyway, on the left. Trossard yesterday was just giving the ball away. Lee was just maddening. We were sitting there watching it yesterday, just watching him just give the ball away. Every single time he got the ball, he would give it away. Jokeris is open. He shoots the ball, goes out the stadium. It was just, he was all over the place yesterday. Absolutely all over the place. And you can't have that kind of stuff down the stretch. You know, you got to be locked in here. We got major fixtures. It's like I told you last night, DJ. We've got stern tests coming for the next several weeks here. We've got major games. Chelsea. You've got City coming. You've got the games are going to be coming thick, fast, in a hurry. And everybody has to be locked in. This is where we normally struggle at this time of the year. And you cannot have passengers. The passengers have to be offloaded. And luckily, Jokeris and Eze and Saka and a couple other guys that was able to make up for Trossard's performance yesterday. In Lee, it's been the past few games. I don't think people realize it's been like last 3 or 4 games. Yesterday, you know, somebody in the chat said dibbly dobbly, and I said dobbly dibbly. Reversed it. He's just worse. You know, and so you know, you look at Mosquera comes on yesterday, and I was really impressed with the way he came on and deputized yesterday after Timber went off, and he held down the fort. You know, I'm not going to go say he's a world-class defender, but he came on and did exactly what you're supposed to do, and that's what you want to see. There's several things I'm looking at here as we head into the business end of the season. Is to look at who's locked in, who is really there for the long haul here, because we're going to learn a lot about these players. I said this last week on Pot Show. We're going to learn a lot about players' mentalities the last 10 games of this season, and of course the cup games as well. But we're going to learn a lot about these players. We're going to learn about there's several here we know who need to be moved on, but you're going to find out who we can depend on long term, you know, watching these players. The striker yesterday, I can't tell you how many times, Lee, we've sat back in the back on a Thursday night, Wednesday night, me, you, JB, Norsky, you know, Aaron, we've all sat back there. We've watched highlights and just watched those goals we saw yesterday with the same goals we've seen when he was at Sporting. And I keep saying, just give him the ball in the box. And this Kenny stated, Kenny is 100% correct. We're going to have to see that against the bigger teams. That performance overall that we put in yesterday has to be on display when we play other teams, especially in this Carabao Cup. Can we play like that? And I think that's the main thing that I took away when I was laying down yesterday. Is I was resting. And I was thinking to myself, can we take this performance and put it towards games that matter coming down the stretch? And if we can, we may be successful this year. But if we can't, we're going to falter. And we have to raise our game. We have to act like we're playing Spurs every week from here out. We've got to do it, because if we don't, I saw a meme last night where somebody they had Arteta driving the car in Erling Haaland, and Pelt was on the side of him, blowing the horn, and then it was getting right close to passing him, And it's going to be like that. He's going to have to look over his rearview mirror. They're not going away. City's not going away. I watched that game Saturday just like everybody else. And y'all saw that. See, when you got Erling Haaland out there doing flicks and passes and tricks.
Yeah, nutmegs.
And nutmeg. Yeah, you
destroyed Tonali all game, man.
And this is Tonali we're talking about here. This ain't no mug, it's Tonali. Tonali's a solid midfielder. So we're going to have to make sure that we have our ducks in a row here. And like I said, players like Trossard, the manager's going to have to be swift with bad behavior this year coming down the stretch. If you see that kind of performance out of him again, he's going to have to hold bench, because at some point it's going to cost us, like it did against Wolves. Can't have any more matches like that out of him anymore this year. And this is a player me and you both like, Lee, but at the same time, you have to call it out like you see it.
Yeah,
his performance yesterday was an absolute disgrace yesterday. I'm surprised he made it the full 90 minutes. That was the most shocking thing for me, was he made the whole 90 minutes just about it.
Yeah, facts. Absolute facts. Kenny, what did you make of it? Before you give us your thoughts, I'm going to be back in about 5-7 minutes or so. I need to run these bin bags down. I'm going to grab some beer from the end of the road. So take it away, Kenny. Take it away, my friend.
The floor is yours, Kenny. The floor is yours.
One thing I will say is that I think we recognised who we were playing. We just looked at, I think the team sheet must have been a very great motivator for a lot of our team. And for the manager himself, he said, you know what? It was a combination of looking at their team sheet and a combination of morale was really low after Wolves. People were angry. People were angry. Even people who were behind the manager were angry, and they had doubts, and they expressed those doubts, and they were calling him names. And I know I've got all the receipts. So one person I've got no respect for, actually, great guy, nice guy, intelligent guy. But he's now of the volition that if we don't win the league, then we will have to make a change. He won't use the words we would use. I say replace. Other people say use stronger words. But he said that he'll have to be. We have to make a change. So Spurs were perfect. Their plight is perfect, and the way we started, the way Saka just had lead in that pencil as they was coming up the pitch. Gyökeres, you knew Gyökeres was going to have a good game from the way he started, the way he got in. Got his shot off. He had the header that headed down for my guy Saliba to miss from a yard out, and then it set the pace. And then we had the farcical situation where we were on top when the lino couldn't communicate with the referee. So our momentum got actually stopped. Do you remember that, guys?
Yeah, that was crazy.
When we were on top, we were batting them, and then our momentum went haywire, and then it took about another sort of 5 or 10 minutes for us to get back into it. And when we were sort of like getting into the game, that's when we got the goal, and then we got complacent. It was just like Wolves again. The way Declan Rice made a mistake, and there's quite a few people who were saying that he was laughing his nuts off after he conceded, like a little boy said, "Oh, look what I've done!" And whoops, and then he did calm down, and it was him who committed the mistake. But after that, the game was over when Gyökeres scored after 2 minutes in the second half, and then when we got the lead out of the pencil, Spurs needed the referee to, basically turn a blind eye to that foul by Cullen Morani on Gabriel, and then after that, it was carnage. It was actually we showed mercy on them. We actually showed them mercy.
Yeah, well, I think we could have gone for more.
What we really should have done.
Yeah.
The way they're leaving gaps, making mistakes, giving the ball away, just letting us run into gaps. We could have won 6 or 7. And I don't think any Spurs fan or any Arsenal fan would have said that. I.e., Arsenal fans saying, "Yeah, that wasn't a 7-1," and Spurs fans thinking, "No, it was unlucky. It was bad. It was bad, really bad." I mean, Spurs have got their own dibbly dobbly in Conor Gallagher. I mean, I've been saying it for a long time. I've been trying to work out what he does really well. And I was on a Spurs show on Saturday, preview show, and I called Conor Gallagher a dibbly dobbly, and they laughed. And I said, "Don't worry, we've got our own dibbly dobbly and Trossard." And once again, you only had to look at what Trossard did when Gyökeres was in acres of space. He didn't have to screen past the ball to me. The situation screened pass. What did he do? He went for a bit of glory, and it was like Twickenham, the day before. He got 3 points, and that was just kind of level of his performance, and that's the problem we've had. His performances before Christmas and even slightly after were actually excellent, and now he's got back into his old bad ways. And people say, "Why'd you call him a dibbly dobbly?" That's why I call him a dibbly dobbly, because dibbly dobblies are the equivalent of ineffective medium pacers in cricket, who on their day can get you 6 wickets and get you a half century, but 9 out of 10 times they don't bring nothing to the table. They're ineffective or just bad. That's Trossard. Martinelli, someone said Martinelli's dibbly. Well, Martinelli's just pathetic. If Martinelli's still in the club at the end of the season, I'll be shocked. But we've got to talk about Gyökeres. One of the things I've always said with Gyökeres is that 2 things you need to do with him. When it's against poor opposition, you play to his strengths, because that's what we brought him for. Give me games. And that's what he did yesterday. Against a poor Spurs side, he was able to dominate, bully, harangue, harass, and score goals. Another thing as well, which we haven't done, we rarely do with Gyökeres, we kept him on for 90 minutes. Because normally, after 60 minutes, he doesn't get the benefit of playing against tired defences, where he can use his strength and you batter teams right. That job's given to Jesus. But yesterday, the manager kept him on when he was playing well, scoring goals, playing confidently, and that's it. Now, we may see something different against Chelsea this weekend. We might see something different against Brighton, where I say it with chest, Chelsea are better than Tottenham. Chelsea have got better class players. Not all of them are world class. Some of them are potentially world class. They're going to give us a tougher game than Spurs. Brighton, despite the fact they're 14th, got a good win against Brentford. They're going to be tougher games. In conclusion, what I'm going to say right now, without any prejudice, is this a false dawn? Because we've been here before. We played Leeds and absolutely mullered them. And we played Sunderland where it was competitive, but we ran away with the game and Gyökeres scored a good goal. Now the question is, can we carry this on? Because it's been up and down, fluctuating from between bad performances, bad form, and a good performance. Let this not be a false dawn, because if this is another false dawn, then what will happen by the time we play Man City in the League Cup final, they'll be the team who are 2 or 3 points up, not us. So then we've got to use this and take the performances in and accept that all these little mistakes were made against Wolves and some of the Spurs game. We can't do that against better opposition, because they'll punish us and shut us out. So no pissing around now.
No. But that's what worries me, though, Kenny, because against Wolves, they just wanted it more in the second half. So any team that turns up the gas and puts it on us, like Brentford second half, we don't seem to have a reply, because we've left it all out. We've left it all out on the pitch now. So when the gas gets turned up, we don't seem to be able to go up that next gear when it's required against easier oppositions and poor teams like Spurs and everything else. We didn't have to go up that gear. We didn't have to bring that kind of next level up. We could stay at that level. We could stay at that pace. We could dictate the pace. It's when teams put it on us and put us under pressure, we seem to kind of struggle to go to that next level. And this is my worry, because Chelsea are going to want to come and put some sort of revenge on us the weekend after the Carabao Cup. Not only that, they know they're in with a shout of finishing fourth. They've got to get fourth place. Just, you know, that they have to get that. And they're in it. They're well in the mix with Man United and Liverpool. So that's going to be a really, really, really tough game. Again, they're going to be lively. They're going to. Cole Palmer's going to play in that. I think they've got Reece James back in that. And again, teams like that kind of put it on us and press us and play with energy. We don't seem to be able to kind of live with them. We do for about 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then all of a sudden, that's when we start making mistakes, being on the back foot. We start looking ragged. We get pulled all over the place. And this is what really worries me. So, and Brighton away, as I said, it's not a brilliant. We always find it hard at Brighton away. They're going to be up for it as well. So every game's a cup final. And I'm looking at Man City. And I'm looking at Man City with a game in hand, which they'll win. They're at home to Nottingham Forest. They'll win that. I'll be very.
I think it's Palace. It's Palace.
Is it Palace? I thought it was Forest this week in the week. I thought they played Leeds away, and then they're at home to Forest. But I might have got that wrong. But
no, I think that game in hand that is to be confirmed. But,
is it? Well, yeah. Whatever they'll do, they'll win that.
Well, they're going to put us on. The fact is, we need 6 points in our next 2 games.
Yeah,
because the assumption is that Nottingham Forest are going to beat Leeds. It's going to be a competitive game.
Yeah,
and Man City will wobble some more, but they got goal threats now from all parts of the pitch, including their midfielders.
And then you look at and then you got to look at the manager. Is he going to change it again? Because
he will.
Eze should be starting, but again, you don't know if he's going to change it.
Yeah, Chelsea are better than Tottenham. I'm not too funny. No, if psychologically, from a man management point of view, if someone scored an hat-trick against Tottenham, albeit 2 months ago, you want to play against the same opposition because that opposition will be shitting bricks when they're playing him. Doesn't mean that you're going to play him against Chelsea. Look what happened last time. We beat Spurs, resounding, morale damaging win for that loss for them. We played Chelsea a week later against 10 men and we struggled. So that's what I'm talking about, false norms.
Yeah.
And Eze, I'm not trying to be like the killjoy or suck the joy out of what he's done. There's no guarantee that he's gonna trust him against a better Chelsea side against Reece James, Fernandes, and Caicedo. That midfield is going to pose a bigger threat than Sarr, Basuma, and Conor Gallagher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts. Absolute facts. We need to go on a run though. We need to string some results together because it's been a little bit hit and miss, hasn't it? It's been a little bit hit and miss. So we need to go on a run where we can just 3 or 4 wins. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm just keeping my feet on the ground and we're taking every game as it comes now. I can't really predict much now because every time I have and I'm thinking, yeah, that's it. We've turned the corner. We're going to go on a run. Wolves come along and we play like that. And you just never know what you're going to get. It's a little bit inconsistent at the moment. And that's what's worrying me. And I'm looking at the type and I'm looking at players and there's a lot of fatiguing with those players. There is. It is plain to see. Absolutely plain to see.
I agree with what you said about the Brighton game. That's going to be quite interesting. I'll be at that game. And
wow. Get in.
Huh?
Get in. I'm looking forward to it. But mind you, we won't see you because you'll be in like in the executive boxes again, having your 3-course meal.
Yeah. It's nice though. You're in the wall.
Save as a steak sandwich.
Yeah, they do nice grub. I won't lie, and it's free, so it's even better. But that's gonna be a tough game if you ask me. We don't often do great down there, and that could be another banana skin for us. But I've got a question, Kenny, DJ. You're at the ground, right? Obviously, I only saw this on the TV. That supposed foul on Gabriel, right? That looked more to me like it was hands in the back than a push. It didn't seem to me be like that. It was like that. But I don't know. What's your opinion?
Two hands on anyone's a foul, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
But you know what's happened? What he should have done is
corners.
What he should have done is just got into him, put the shoulder in, and then the referee won't. Then shoulder, chest, use his strength, catch him untoward. The referee gives that goal. But the minute they see hands, that's it.
I do hear you, but we're pretty bad at it, mate.
Most physical league in the world, guys. Most physical league in the world. You touch them, they're on their ass.
Yeah, Gabriel Magalhaes has been doing this for 5 years. Since the 21-22 season, there was a game where we were playing Wolves away, and him and Lacazette were just making complete, wazzicks of themselves, just going down at all opportunities and pretending to be injured. Dark arts. I think that comes from the manager. Mind you, the manager did play for Everton. He did play with Tim Cahill, who's another one for dark arts and feigning injury.
Yeah,
I thought it was harsh, personally. I didn't think there was enough contact. I know he had his hands on his back, but you see that all the time when crosses come in, especially on corners and stuff, and he gets away with it. I thought he made a meal of it, and I think DJ,
it's
one of them, innit? It's
every time you see hands round a bloke's chest, and then around their stomach, and they're pulling them backwards. I mean, that to me is clear and out of foul, but I don't know.
We've had more decisions in our favour this season than anyone.
I'd agree with you on that.
So, so if we don't win this league, I don't want to hear nothing to do with referees and VAR.
No.
Yeah, because we've had so many decisions go in our favour. It's crazy. And all the time wasting as well. We've time wasted more than anyone for corners and stuff like that. 117 minutes, I think it was, before that game at the weekend this season, just for taking corners. 117 minutes this season just to take corners.
That's crazy.
It's fucking ridiculous. There's nearly game and a half.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Ridiculous, isn't it? Just to go and take a corner.
That is mad.
They'll stop all this next season. All this grappling and corners taking forever. They'll stop foul throw every game. You spotted that.
There's foul throws every game. There was foul throws
One yesterday. It was Trey Sheen wipes the ball, and then he literally run on the pitch, didn't he, Matt? Literally run on the pitch as he threw it.
Yeah. I can't believe the linesman ain't picking up on this. And how many times? I mean, I brought this up on a stream months ago when me and Jez was talking about refereeing and stuff like that. I still can't believe, with all this technology and everything else, why that's not being picked up on. Because every single throw-in that you see, pretty much more or less, their feet are over the line or they've got 1 foot off the floor.
DJ, corners as well. Corners. The ball is never in the D.
No, never.
It's never in the D. It's not even the circumference is not even touching the edge of the D.
No.
And the referees just do that. They walk past.
The only official that I've seen, the only official on corners that I've seen has been really kind of actually bending down to make sure that the ball is touching the line and whatever, is that young woman linesman. What's her name?
Oh, yes. I know you mean.
She's the only one that makes sure that the corner is actually taken from the proper place. Other than that, it's crazy. It's crazy. The throwing is really a wind up.
When it was the Declan Rice corner, right? Second half, right? And he's plopped the ball down and he's put his hands up like that and he went like that and all that, nonsense. And the ball was about 1.5 inches outside the quadrant. And I'm thinking,
Charles Macy, that's it.
Excuse me, is nobody picking this up? And I thought, well, okay. And there's something, maybe it's a new law that I don't know, but I'm sure it's not. But you're quite right, DJ. I mean, yesterday I counted at least 8 foul throw-ins.
Yeah. Not
just from the player having his foot on the line or over it, right? It was.
Yeah. Pushing it down. Trouble is that there's going to be goals. There's going to be really important goals scored from it that could relegate teams or change the course of qualifying for Europe or winning the league. Do you know what I mean? But no one will pick up on it. But it's a foul throw. It's a foul throw. And yet other things get picked up on that don't really affect the game. But something like, especially with the long throw-ins now, they could really affect the game. And it's a foul throw all the time. And it could lead to a really important goal. Might sound that I'm nitpicking, but it's blatantly obvious.
Do you remember, you guys remember this? I can't forget the player's name. He used to run up, do an overhead flick, overhead roll, and then
that was in the World Cup. Was it the Mexican guy, wasn't it?
Yeah, he said forward flip.
He was in Division 1. He was back.
I do remember it. He did a forward roll.
The FA banned it. Said you're not allowed to do that.
Here's a good one for you. In the World Cup coming up, referees can now activate a manual 5-second countdown for goal kicks and throw-ins. So if they've already put that into the World Cup, that's going to come into the Premier League before much longer.
It's got to.
Should do.
Substitutions as well. Yeah, you get 10 seconds to leave the pitch.
Oh, that's a joke how long that takes.
10 seconds to leave the pitch. If that is exceeded, their replacement is barred from entering the pitch until the next stoppage in play.
Good.
To keep a man down.
Can't wait.
Also, it's a minute. Sorry, Kenny, they're trying to introduce what I heard today about, it's the Premier League, it's 30 seconds for injuries. They have to go off before they come back on the field of play. Yeah. Apparently, it's going to be extended to a minute now.
Good.
So if they're injured, they've got to go off the field of play for a minute before they're allowed back on. So it will stop all that faking injuries because they know they've got to go off for a minute. Do you know what I mean?
That's what they're doing that in the World Cup. Yeah.
Guys, what happened with Trossard's head injury, where he went off in the previous game? Right, he went off because of a head injury. Yeah. And he played yesterday. So what was that about?
He cleared the protocol because it was wrong with him in the first place.
Hey Lee, I can't tell by the way he played yesterday. He played like he was concussed yesterday.
Well, he has that in him, don't he? That Trossard. But you know what? He's a lucky boy that we played Spurs yesterday, and that we gave him a shallacking, because we didn't give him a shallacking. We will actually be ruining him by now. We're probably still going to ruin him anyway, because I think he's got more bad performances in him. But we're not going to play Spurs every week, and that's when we've got to be at it. And then, judging from what I've seen, it's not going to be all plain sailing in Europe as well. Even in the last 16, I saw enough from Leverkusen and Dortmund to say, you know what, they give us a bit of problems. I'm assuming that's who we're going to play, but either one of them is going to give us some problems, and either one of them is going to think we should probably discount the team we played yesterday, which is pathetic. And when I say pathetic, I say it in a way where, as a football fan, I don't want to see teams like that playing. I don't want limited Joeys playing football, playing against me, or playing in my league. I'll tell you one thing: Leverkusen and Dortmund aren't limited Joeys. They're going to look at Arsenal, look at our fitness, and think, you know what, I want a bit of this, because we get to play them twice. We've got to be really careful in terms of player management. And as I said before, Eze's got to turn up, because we're going to need him. But he's going to have to learn how to play well against well-drilled teams. I haven't seen that against well-drilled teams. I've seen it against cannon-fodder like Spurs. More than that.
Kenny, don't forget about old Bodo Glimt, the way they playing football. They keep the ball on the floor.
Exactly.
That's our weakness, is teams that play with the ball on the floor.
And they win it. And if we give the ball away in possession, we're a bit sloppy and higgledy-piggledy in those possessions, especially that in English. Leader. I mean, he's basically organising a coup d'état for the captaincy. Well, you need to start playing better, mate. And how about keeping your head down and keeping your mouth firmly shut, and you might get that captaincy.
Yeah, facts. Another couple of rules laws they're bringing in for VAR. They can overturn wrong corner decisions. Yeah, I've been calling for that one for ages. It's the amount of times it goes out for a corner, a goal kick, and they give a corner, and then the team could go and score off of that.
Yeah,
then they can review and rescind a second yellow, which they can't do now, and they can intervene a card if it's shown to the wrong team.
Say that again about the yellow. Say that again.
They can review and rescind a second yellow card if it was clearly incorrect.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and they can't do that now, I don't think, in the Premier League.
Lee, guys, do you not think, right, this is heading down the road if he might just not bother having a referee anymore?
Yeah. You might just have
all the powers have been taken away here.
Yeah, they've got nothing.
So you might as well just not bother with linesmen, just not bother with a referee, and just let VAR do it from behind the scenes, because
Aye.
Yeah.
it seems to me, year on, all more power is being taken away from the referee. Yeah, AI referee coming in. There you go. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, is it they just? I don't know. Is it?
I mean, all that shit show yesterday, Jez, yeah, with that lino. Yeah, you can literally go and talk to the lino. He can wave his flag, and you can go and talk to him. How did we deal with football with 100 odd years without any of this technology?
That's crazy. That was mad.
Absolutely mad. Yeah, you don't get down the park on a Sunday morning.
No. They've had hours to get that sorted before the game. We were saying this yesterday on the game, weren't we, mate? It was like 4 hours before the game. They're probably there. They go on the pitch, and inside 10 minutes, they're faffing around for 8 minutes. They're going to have 15 minutes at half time. You have to double check everything's going to work for the second half, and they fuck around again.
It's like I told you. I said you got the linesman has a flag. Then worst case scenario, pull out pencil and paper. Whatever you need to fix, just write it down. That's it. That's what you used to do. That's what linesmen and referees used to do. You used to have little jets right there. He'd tell you little black book, piece of paper, and go about your business.
You know what it is, guys, right? The only reason why we had that fast, and the reason why the referees were having panic attacks, is because it was on TV. You know, it wasn't about Arsenal and Tottenham and, local rivalry, Harringay versus Islington. It was like a global audience. Kickoffs, global kickoff times had to be synchronized so that certain countries ain't having their adverts whilst we're about to kick off. So we've got to wait for that to make sure NBC and Stan Sports in Australia ain't having an advert before they can kick off. And then it's just a farce, really. Everything's about the TV audience. You guys talk about injury time, the amount of injury time we get, which isn't genuine, but we're getting it because the TV audience want a grandstand finish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all for
A
show.
goal in the 95th minute. A goal in the 95th minute.
Yeah, there'll be a drama in this Man United game tonight. Every last game of the day in Premier League, there's always a drama.
Yeah, but look at the Liverpool game yesterday at Nottingham Forest. I mean,
5 minutes, 46 seconds.
That went down to 100 minutes. That game.
Yeah,
Crazy, isn't it? They do it on the early kickoff. They do it on the late kickoff, and they do it on Super Sunday late kickoff and Monday Night Football. Always a drama. Ain't just this league, by the way. They do it in most of these leagues.
The worst one, Lee, is when it's 12:30 kickoff. Sorry, mate, but the worst one is the 12:30 ones. They add on crap loads of times at that during that one.
Yeah, it's jarring. It's so annoying. The way they zoom around with the camera now up high and circle all the way round and show the ball, and then we can kick off. Why just fucking kick off? They all stand there doing their team huddles, then stand staring at the ref for about a minute and a half before they can kick the ball. So it won't just come out a minute and a half later. That's a load of bollocks, isn't it? The whole game's gone, man. Like 15-minute team talk at half time, then they all come out and do a team huddle. What's that all about?
Yeah,
it's all for show. Everything's like
TV.
Yeah, it's all for show. Oh look, we're going to go and do our team huddle in their half. Who did Tottenham do that against? Who was that against? Tottenham went and did. I think it was Man United. Tottenham went and did their team huddle in Man United's half. Yeah, just take the piss. So, what is this crap, man? Just get on with the fucking game. And the easiest way to speed this game up, right? Yeah, and watch all these idiots stop feigning injury left, right, and centre, like Trossard for 2.5 minutes the other day. Yeah, and all rolling around and taking forever to take a corner and a throw in. Every time the ball goes out of place, stop the clock. Yeah, watch how quick they fucking hurry up then. Watch how quick they hurry up then, because we've wasted 117 minutes before yesterday taking corners alone. That's nearly a game and a half. Yeah, now imagine if they put stop the clock, because they don't add all this time back on. Yeah, the ball's in play for probably about 50 minutes out of 90. Yeah, so they should be adding 40 minutes on then. They never do. Never do they? Yeah, and then you get it never happened. Because all these clubs are saying there's too much football and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, touch a player on the floor. It takes a minute to take a free kick. You get him with his magic spray out. Yeah. Then he's telling everyone go back. Then everyone's jostling with each other. Then he blows the whistle. Oh no, stop! Hang on, stop arguing with each other. Stop grappling. Then he's got to put. It's no fucking shit. It's rubbish. Just get rid of all this crap, man. Just go back to what it used to be. Yeah, I've refused to believe that the decisions are more correct now than without VAR, because they're still making the wrong decision every week in games. How many times yesterday Saka got a shoulder barge from Jed Spence? He dropped a shoulder, went round the play, and Jed Spence shoulder barged him. Free kick. Ain't a free kick, mate. And then on the opposite side, I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Xavi Simons. Yeah, and Capia did the same to him, and he got a free kick. Like, that ain't a free kick, mate.
It's crazy.
The most physical league, though. Yeah, all right, mate. You literally blow on them like that, and they fall over. Yeah, it's pathetic, man.
Shoulder to shoulder is a legal challenge.
Yeah.
That is a legal challenge in football under the laws of the game. Shoulder to shoulder. Shoulder in the back, no. Right? So I don't get that one. I don't understand why you get pulled over for that, because it's a legal challenge, you know. Weird. I don't know. I don't understand the game anymore. I really don't.
But the other one, though, talking about shoulders. You know, when the ball's going towards like your goal, and the defender, it completely ignores the ball and puts shoulder barges and pushes the striker off.
That's obstruction.
Yeah. If that happens on the halfway line, it's a free kick. But a defender can do it in the box, literally push the attacker out the way, and the ball's nowhere to be seen. And it's like, oh, that's brilliant defending. That's like showing strength, and it's a goal kick. But like, yeah, it's crazy. One of the things that really wind me up, and I can't understand why it's crept into the game, is how long the players that are substituted take to come off the field. They just walk. They just stroll around. You know, they just look up and they give a little clap to the away fans or the fans, and then they're like, you know, they're having a cup of tea, 2 sugars, please, and I'll have a coffee, and they're just strolling off the pitch. Just get off the pitch, run, jog, get off the pitch.
It used to be, didn't it? Even if you were winning, the players would leg it off.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Or if you lose,
if you go back and have a look at the, Premier League goals. Like, we've done this before. Me, Matty, I think DJ has. Yeah, we've done this before backstage. You go and have a look at the goals, best goals from like 1999 or whatever. They ain't doing all these 25 celebrations on a goal either.
No.
Yeah, because there was no social media back then. Yeah, all of this is for their own social medias, these players. Yeah, all of these team huddles are for, oh, we tried, we're together, we fought till the end. It's all for social media. Yeah. And if we win, oh, we were together. We were together. If you lose, oh, we fought till the end. Oh, what a load of shit. Yeah, it's a load of rubbish, mate. And the thing is, it's only getting worse as well.
I think, you know, there's a certain gentleman in the chat. He's my nemesis. Go and look up the laws, mate, Nelson. Law 11, right? Look up the obstruction law. Yeah. A shoulder-to-shoulder channel is a legal challenge. Okay? So go and look it up, because you're told.
Yeah, hold that,
Nelson.
Nelson.
Wrong, mate. You're factually wrong. Law 11, obstruction. Okay? There's obstruction, and then there's a legal challenge. And then legal challenge is shoulder to shoulder. So, bye-bye. And what level do I ref at?
Said they get more decisions right. Yeah, Talksport chat absolute shit, mate. They have people like Martin Keown on there. Yeah. Like, they have Martin Keown on there chatting absolute nonsense, factually incorrect information from him every day. Yeah, and the thing as well, like, it's only getting worse in this league in terms of like stop, start. Yeah, because it's like everything, literally everything. A goal kick. Look at David Raya yesterday. He gets the ball, and then runs, and then just sat on his bum for about 20 seconds. He was about to bowl the ball down and then just sat on his ass. Yeah, he had the ball in his hands, ready to go, and then just sat down. Do you remember that, mate? We were like, what the fuck is he doing? He was just sat on his bum for about 20 seconds with the ball. I'm like, what? Like, just get the ball out, bro. But that's what they do. Every single corner, every single throw-in. Yeah, wiping the ball off with a towel. I mean, come on, mate. Yeah. It's all rubbish. Yeah. And the thing is, it's only going to get even worse. At some point in the next couple of years, the ball will be in play less than half a game. Yeah, less than half a game. Yeah, and it's not just in this league; it's in most leagues now as well. Yeah, the ball is out of play near enough half the game. Yeah, and every single fucking corner, mate. Which game was it the other week? It was the Wolves game. That guy Bueno went and put the ball in the quadrant. And Declan and Eze was standing there having a mother's meeting about who's going to go and take it. Didn't even bother walking over. It took nearly a minute for him to take that corner. Yeah, 45 seconds before he even walked over there. And then he kicks it back and it ended up back in our half. Why didn't you just boot the ball all the way back to Raya instead of passing it to him, pass to him? Incredible, isn't it? Yeah, and the thing is, we've started all of this with all of this slow, dark art shit. We're the first team now that, forefront of it in the Premier League. I know we weren't the original founders of it. Obviously, loads of teams have done it over the years. But in this era right now, everyone's copying us on this corner shit. Yeah, every single corner, the referee pretty much has to go and have a word with the players, grabbing each other. How many players are running in the back of the net and running back out of it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's fucking embarrassing. Yeah, best league in the world. No, it ain't. Yeah, this has gone down like micromanaging. It's like American football. Like, you know, the players in American football, mate. Yeah, that's cool because it's American football. But in English football,
you start the grappling and all that. Yeah. It's like,
it's like, let me block him off so he can get a run round here and
seal this off. Yeah, sealing this off so the running back can come out of the back. Yeah.
Yeah, so Declan can get the ball whipped in right there, and if we block the goalkeeper off, then he won't be able to punch it.
What's funny, man, is there was an article that came out probably about 3 months ago. I have to see if I can find it. I'll send it to you if I find it. But it was talking about how when they were over here, Arteta and them was basically looking at plays, like running back plays, and trying to implement that into Premier League football. This is when you see folks getting blocked off the line. And this is why I told you, I said, they're going to put a stop to that. And lo and behold, what I tell you, I said, the World Cup, they're going to finally put the nail in the coffin on that because it's ridiculous. We're sitting there watching corner kicks. And when I grew up playing, you mark the man, but you're not grabbing and pulling and tugging and moving around. And, they're literally moving players from one position to another player, to another position. Goalkeeper, obstruction. You got the goalkeeper where he can't even get out of the net to get to a ball.
That is obstruction.
It's obstruction.
Surely
but it never gets called.
Jez. If you're blocking off a goalkeeper, surely that's in the laws that's an obstruction because he literally can't do his job because everyone's blocking him off. Surely that's in the law book, right?
Well, I think to a point you're right. I'm not overly certain on that. I won't lie.
This is why you see goalkeepers coming out flapping a lot at the balls because they don't have enough, to get over to it. Because most times they're either A being held or you got masked men around him.
But this pushing and shoving at corners, the only way to get rid of that is the referee just to blow his whistle and point to the penalty spot if it's happening. Do you know what I mean? As soon as that ball's touched on the corner, just that's it, right? Well, you was told before the corner was taken. Now the corner's been taken, and you're still grappling. It's a penalty, or it's a free kick to whoever's doing it. Do you know what I mean? It's the only way to stop it. They'll soon stop it. The players, they'll go, "Oh, hang on a minute, we've given away a penalty here, or we've given away a free kick here. We better not do that." And
it's like this 8-second rule, isn't it? A goalkeeper holding the ball for 8 seconds.
Yeah.
A corner. How many times have we seen a corner?
Never happened. Never happened.
I think I've seen it twice.
And the free kick as well. The free kick, I always thought that came in that if you didn't go back 20, if you didn't go back yards,
10
ball
yards,
gets moved forward. I've never seen it. I've never seen it in a free kick. Right, you haven't gone back.
You get cautioned for that.
Yeah,
it's within the referee's power to actually caution you for that. So the fact you haven't retreated the 10 yards doesn't get adhered to that often, in my opinion. I think if you want my honest opinion on it, it's got so soft, and I've said this so many times.
Hmm.
The referees are so scared now of making a bad decision because it's their job, it's their lifeline, it's their
Don't you think they're lazy though? Don't you think they're being lazy?
Aren't
Yeah,
they?
they do. Yeah, they do, Kenny, because they rely, right? They won't make the big decision, and you see it to a certain point in rugby now. Yeah, the referee, it's a clear bloody try,
Mm.
yet they'll go.
Yeah.
They'll ask for a second opinion, and you're like, it's bloody obvious.
The problem we've got with football is that we kind of knew this was going to happen, but we wouldn't accept it would happen. The minute TV get involved, it becomes a TV sport. Cricket's a TV sport now. Rugby's a TV sport where you don't really need the crowds. You only need the crowds for a picture sort, an atmosphere, because it's like cricket, blatant LBWs now. They're doing this. DRS, even though they know they're blatantly out, or they hit it and nick it to the wicket keeper. You know what I mean? And the same rugby, try, and you know the foot hasn't gone out of play. You know the pass hasn't gone forward. Ref, and it's the same as football, and that's the problem. We knew that, we kind of knew this with VAR. You know, this all started with Frank Lampard. You know, not getting that goal that he should have got against Germany. That's when it started becoming a TV sport, and now VAR is a TV sport. It is what it is, but the problem is that we're used to it now. We can't put the genie back in the bottle, because look what happened again in the FA Cup. No VAR. Yet when Newcastle and Aston Villa, a couple of goals should be disallowed, a penalty should be given. We were up in arms. We wanted VAR because we're now lobotomising the thinking that we do need VAR, we do need technology. We always say, "Oh, we're all right with that technology." No, we're not. Because last week, when there was no technology, we were shattering the odds.
I think the referees also now, they use it as a. They use they use VAR as a get out of jail card. They know they got backup. You know, like the penalty against Aston Villa is because they're so used to now VAR making the big decisions for them. They're missing the decisions when there's no VAR because they're reliant on it. You know, it's like, do you know what I mean? It's
responsibility, DJ. That's the thing.
That's it. They're frightened to take the responsibility now. They're just run. I don't see what linesmen do now. I just don't get what linesmen do now. They don't give penalties. They don't check throw-ins. You know, they're not on by the substitutions when they come on. It's kind of eventually. I think you'll do away with linesmen. I don't think you'll have it. I think you'll have like beams going up and down the line, or you'll have some sort of technology where linesmen are not needed.
Did you not fancy the linesman in the Man City game? I mean, they showed him on telly about 55 fucking times during the minutes.
Well, I mean,
there's how many times they put him on camera? It was like watching a set piece coach.
Crazy, isn't it? Yeah,
he looked like a cross between Benzema and Giroud.
Yeah.
Here's some good stats for you lads. Yeah, ball in play this season. The reduction in active players largely attributed to the league-wide tactical shift towards choreographed set pieces, particularly long throw-ins, which have more than doubled from the average 1.52 per match last season to 3.25 this season. These routines and long VAR decisions have resulted in matches frequently exceeding 100 minutes in duration, even though the actual football time decreases. It's fucking crazy. Check this here. Man City have been involved in the highest. Sorry, I'm lying. Leeds United against Wolves. Yeah, the ball was in play for 62 minutes, 13 seconds. That's the highest in the league. Yeah,
wow.
The lowest in the league this season is Newcastle against Liverpool, 45 minutes, 55 seconds, and the game lasted for an hour and 109 minutes. The ball was in play 45 minutes, 55.
And they're putting my season ticket up to 3.9%. I'm only watching the football for 45 minutes in play. It's ridiculous.
Nottingham Forest are the only team since 24-25 season, so the last 2 seasons, to record an increase in ball in play time. They're the only team that have had the ball in play for more than they did last season.
Is it going up again, DJ?
Yeah, 3.9%. They're putting the season ticket prices up.
Shit.
They've brought a new category in as well. Aaron was
The
telling
new
me.
category
A
on the
plus.
Champions League.
Oh, is that for Champions League only? Is it?
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
So
I've
you
not
got A
really
and then
read it.
A
All I
plus is
saw was
Champions
it's
League.
going up again. We are now. I think we are now officially the most expensive football club for season tickets and ticket prices.
That's a joke. The longest. Go on, Jezza. Sorry.
No, sorry to interrupt. I was just going to ask: have you got your League Cup final ticket yet, DJ?
Yeah, got one. Got the ballots sorted. We just got to purchase them on. We're going to purchase them tomorrow. Yeah.
Both of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was like I said, fishing around London, around Finsbury Park yesterday, and I spoke to quite a few people, and two guys I spoke to were in level 2 with myself, and they were successful. So we all basically gave each other half five, and he went,
"Yeah, we all got them."
He said we're the lucky ones. I spoke to another guy who watches our show. Good guy called Metz on social media, and he's been put on standby.
Really?
He went to he got a ticket with Chelsea away, and he's been put on standby. He's been going every week, and I think the situation is now for all Arsenal fans nowadays is that if that's how the club's going to get, you've got to be one step ahead of the club. You have to, whether you want to or not, build up your credits. If it means going to Newcastle on a Monday night at 8 o'clock, go to Newcastle on Monday night at 8 o'clock.
Exactly. Yeah. Go to your carrier hats and all
means
that.
Go to Sheffield United on a Saturday night at 8 o'clock, and you might miss going to the Hippodrome or going to one of those lovely little Cubs Cafe de Prix if it still exists. Go to Sheffield United because you've got to get your credits up, and if home games as well. Even if it means playing Wigan or any crappy team, just go.
Just go.
The more you build up your credits and more at your loyalty points, you don't get a situation because at the end of the day, the last thing you want is for 4'9" porno stars to get tickets before you.
Category A plus. I'll get to that in a second. But the highest Arsenal have had the ball in play this season in a game is 56 minutes 42. 56 minutes 42 seconds. That's the most we've had in a game this season. Yeah, category A plus. The purpose of that category, this category is reserved exclusively for high-profile Champions League knockouts fixtures, specifically quarterfinals, semi-finals held at the Emirates. Tickets in this tier are expected to be the most expensive general admission option, with prices ranging from 90 to 168 quid.
Cool.
This represents roughly a 15% increase over category A pricing. So basically what they're doing is they're just putting another tier in there, charging 15% more because we've got to pay Bukayo Saka.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
So
basically
next-
what they're doing. The
So
club
next
has
season, go on,
committed to applying this category to a maximum of 2 games a season, though.
Yeah, but that's the way
So what's the
football is.
fucking point then? So you put another category in, you're going to limit it to 2 games a season and charge 15% more for a sellout crowd.
You know what's happened is that the more people complain about not getting away tickets, it becomes harder for people. And 9 out of 10 times, the fans who go to Europe are young lads who haven't got the memberships, but they're relying on their friends to get the memberships for them. They now want ID, and that's the way Arsenal's going to go. You know, the fact is that the real reason they're doing this is because, despite the fact Spurs are in a bit of a shambles, Spurs are killing us in terms of revenue.
Yeah.
In terms of like the NFL, the boxing, 2 massive fights with Chris Eubank Jr. They've got Tyson Fury. I'm back out of retirement in April.
Again.
It's true. And they've got concerts coming out of their arse. I think Beyonce's going to go there again.
Yeah, the Gorillas are playing there as well.
Yeah.
Who's Tyson Fury fighting?
He's fighting in April the 11th against Mammadov. I think the supporting act is his father, Big John Fury.
I'm a fighting man.
No, the fighting
I fear no man on this planet, only God.
No man comes from his mother, Peter Fury.
What a farce, eh? What an absolute fiasco.
I've just Googled to see if that category A is on A plus is included in the season ticket. It's not. You get
It's not-
23 games. Yeah, 19 home games for the league and 4 guaranteed Champions League home phase games. So you have to pay extra if you want to go to them
Yep.
extra games. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's
now
what
they're
we've
going to
done.
charge you 15%. Yeah, for the games that were 15% cheaper this season and last season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So my season.
That's a
ticket
joke.
Yeah, it's crazy. And we don't get no FA Cup games in with that.
No,
We
you
have
don't
to
get no
pay
League
extra
Cup
for
either.
FA Cup. We have to pay extra for the League Cup.
See, the
It
way
is
they used to do it used to get 7 cup games at
ripped
home,
off.
wasn't it? Used to
Yeah.
be 7 cup games at home.
Ripped off.
And that the semi-final against Atleti, that was the 7th game, I think, a few years back when Wenger was here.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that semi-final was the 7th game. So basically, okay, so how much was a ticket for Arsenal Real Madrid at home last season then?
Oh,
Like
started
if you're
at 90
if you're a season ticket holder, how
it
much was
started
that?
at 90 odd quid.
Fucking
80,
hell.
I think it was about 80 something pound. And then it went up to like you could pay anything over 150 quid for it.
Mm.
So basically, they're taking the piss and they're going to have 15% onto that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's happening because like if me and DJB for our Champions League final, not child final, I wish, but for our knockout stage tickets, they it starts from £71 and it goes up, but because we're in the lower tier, it's 71 quid. We now know that next season that's going to go up to about £90, 89, £90.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
our league games. I mean, guess which 2 league games do you think is going to be category A plus? Man City and who else?
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Man United.
Man United maybe.
Oh, they said only 2 games, so depends how well
they might
do.
wait for the Champions League though.
Oh,
so they
they'll
might
bring
only do
someone
one
else
league.
into the category A. You watch. They'll bring someone else
Yeah,
category
yeah.
A. Chelsea will be one.
Yeah, and you know what?
Aston Villa.
Yeah, and really and truly, morally, they should just say, hang on here, we're paid for 23 games. You know, do it if you must, because we always take a punch in the jaw as football fans because it's our life, it's our hobby, it's what we live for. We're basically like keep on coming for more. If we get 6 of the best from the headmaster, we'll come back and say, "Came in more." We love being beaten up and like flogged in public because we feel like we're nothing without our football. We're a sure thing in football, the fans.
That's why we have to call it out when the club ain't winning nothing. Because when you're paying that sort of money to go and watch them, you've got a right to call it out.
Quite right.
And when players are not performing on 300 grand a week, you've got a right to call it
First
out.
ticket at Highbury, 1968, at home at West Bromwich Albion, was 10 shillings and sixpence.
That's mad.
52 pence.
So if you're a premium season ticket, like club level includes everything in all competitions. You get every single game on the fucking club level ticket. Every home game.
That year though.
At 3.5.
Yeah.
I think you get free. I think you get free alcohol at half time.
You get a team sheet and a program as well.
Yeah, well, I'd fucking drink them out. I'd drink them out of fucking all their beer at half time. Don't worry about that. I'll get my 3.5 grand's worth.
Exactly. That's what a lot of them do.
I didn't know that they did this as well. They do a 19 game season ticket. So that's just the Premier League home games.
Yeah, and then you have to go in the ballot for Champions League games.
See, I never knew they did that. I thought you could. I thought so. So when did they start doing that then?
Last
year when they started to
this season, isn't it?
This season, this season.
Yeah,
see, we pay. God, in my season ticket, I pay extra for my chat. I get the ones where you get your Champions League game, and in the FA Cup and League Cup, you have to pay extra for. But because I'm upper tier, my tickets start a little bit higher than Kenny's because he's in the rough end, isn't he? So
I've never understood why upper tier is more expensive.
No,
better view.
It's
a better view. It's a better view. Because the other day, when you're in a lower tier, in certain grounds, and even at Wembley, the pitch looks like a square. But if you're upper tier, the pitch looks like how it should do, like a rectangle. You've been to football. When you're in the lower tier, especially when you're near the front, especially when you're at Wembley, you think 35 yards is 5 yards. So you're not actually getting a good view. You're actually getting a view of the players getting close up to you, maybe a bit of touching them. You maybe hear a few swear words and F words here and there. But the actual view of the match, the view is better when in the upper tiers.
I always think it's better to be on the lower tier. Sorry.
No, the
Yeah, I
atmosphere's
prefer-
better.
I prefer
Atmosphere's
lower as
better than
well.
low tip. If you notice that when you're at a ground, the
I know,
pitch
I'm not
doesn't
saying.
square.
I know what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I
Don't look
just,
like a spread though when you're in the ground. Certain pit, like, and it's only when you're in certain prices. But at the end of the day, what's happened at football nowadays is that the problem we've got is that every time well-meaning fans make a complaint about ticket prices and make a complaint about ticket accessibility, it ruins it for other people. Like, for instance, fans said, why don't we be like other clubs, 19 home games only, and then the clubs have a choice. But what's happened when you're 19 home games? You're not guaranteed your seat for the European Cups. You've got to go on a ballot like everyone else. So that hasn't actually benefited the season ticket holder who can't afford at the time to pay for the 23 or 27 games. So people like myself who's clocked onto that says, oh, by the way, actually, yeah, I want my 23 games because I know I don't want to go on a ballot. How humiliating is it for me to be a season ticket holder and go in a ballot for my own seat?
Yeah.
And then
It's crazy.
I'm watching Arsenal play Real Madrid on TV because I couldn't get in the ballot, and some schmuck is in my seat. Some schmuck.
There's
is in my
people that
seat.
had silver memberships. There's somebody I know that had a silver membership for 11 years. Yeah. And he went to every single home game for 11 years. Literally every fucking home game. Yeah. As soon as they brought in this ballot system, yeah, he couldn't win a fucking ballot. He gave his ticket back.
Wait
Yeah,
till
Fuck off.
stadium
I
edition.
ain't doing it anymore. He said,
Yeah,
bollocks.
because people
Wait till
complain,
the
isn't it?
stadium.
Because people are too busy complaining about 4'9", like I said, film stars getting tickets, or some influencer who goes on speaks like she's basically on what's it, Grange Hill, getting a ticket before them.
They've put the prices up every year for 5 years straight.
Yeah, because
we ain't won nothing.
Yeah, because the content creators are the ones who are putting it up. The ones who never used to go football. Then as soon as they get interviewed by the children's channel, they go to every game. But it's true. Tell me I'm lying. Am I lying?
No.
no,
Am I
I
telling lies?
think you're totally right. I mean, I don't. The thing is, I feel sorry for you guys. I really do. The fact you're devout Arsenal fans. Yeah, I am just so glad that I don't have a season ticket. I'll be honest with you, I couldn't be dealing with all the bullshit. Be honest, I mean, back in my day when I gave it up, you didn't have all this crap. You didn't have all this shit. It was so easy. Now it just sounds like an absolute drama to me. Oh, you can't go to this game if you haven't got this, and you got to pay extra for that and this and all that. I'm thinking, what the fuck? If you got a season ticket with the amount of money you guys are paying now, you should be entitled to get to every game. Surely.
Yeah.
Why should there be a distinction? I don't.
I'll tell you one thing, Chase. Chelsea fans, this is a message for you guys. You're going on like you want 60,000 fans in your stadium. You want to build a bigger stadium. Be careful what you wish for, because you guys have been to more finals than any of us, and 9 out of 10 times your season ticket holders, all of you get to these finals, including European ones. The minute you increase your capacity and get the corporates in and have the la-di-da midget film stars coming and pay £500 for a ticket and can't see kind of fans, or the like I said, the YMCA types, urban types coming in your club, you'll miss out on tickets. So be careful what you wish for when you're asking for a big ground and more atmosphere. Stay where you are and stay on 41,000 fans.
Do you know what's mad as well? I've just compared that to Real Madrid. Real Madrid season ticket prices for every single game, every single competition, range from €442 to €3,211. You get every home game, every competition. That's fucking mad, isn't it? €442. Yeah, that's lower tier as well. That's lower tier in the corner. Yeah. So that's at the end. Obviously, again, they do the higher up is quite expensive. But then if you go to the the very top fourth balcony, because they got four tiers. Yeah, if you go to the fourth balcony, yeah, the cheapest is 507.
Wow.
But you're up in the gods on that one. But if you want to go like middle, yeah, it ranges between 1,022 to 2,500. Yeah, and if you want to go like premium fucking option, it's 1,800 to 3,211. How the fuck are they cheaper than Arsenal? Literally get every single game for 442 euro. I mean, the chances of getting one, they're probably slim, but let's say £1,000, let's say €1,000, 1,400 euro. That's still cheaper than you're paying, DJ.
Yeah.
1,400 euro, and that's on the first balcony. That's like decent view.
Yeah.
And you get to every single home game in every competition. How? Why aren't they ripping anyone off? They're the biggest club on the planet, sure, and they win shit. Surely they can take the piss.
Crazy. That's
They
without
don't.
the armory, Lee. That's without when you go in the armory. That's another rip off. You go in the armory, you get ripped off. You queue up for a coffee or
They've got a
tea.
DJ in the armory, you know.
The
way.
Iceland's pizza slice you get for about
Hey,
10
Lee, you'll love it. You'll love it, mate. They've got classic house and garage in there. Seriously.
Well, they actually have a DJ in the armory.
Oh yeah, it's like a night. It's like going into a
A
nightclub.
nightclub. They've got
The armory
they had a
now.
bit of jungle a couple of weeks ago. You like
Well,
jungle?
they
didn't
actually
you?
drafted a DJ to go in there every week.
Lee, you liked a bit of jungle back in the day, didn't you?
Yeah, come on, man. Love a bit of that.
Yeah.
mate.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh,
Come
yeah,
down,
it's
man.
like-
You get a bit of jungle in there.
It's honestly, you're dancing in the queues and everything. But do you know the worst thing is when we
Sorry
go
to
to
cut
Wembley,
in. Look, sorry, very quickly. Yeah, that if you want just the home 19 games for Madrid, yeah, prices start from €305 for the home 19
Wow.
games.
wow,
€305. You get to go and watch
That's-
Real Madrid every week.
that's cheaper than West Ham.
Does
Mad, isn't
does the gal go into the armory to buy his shirts nowadays?
it? I think he uses that discount code. But that's cheap, isn't it?
Yeah,
€305. Yeah, you can get tickets, individual tickets as well. I'm a member of Real Madrid. Yeah, I think it was €15. Yeah, it came out the bank the other day. I think it was 15 or 18 euro
Bloody
to
hell.
renew it.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And I get 20% off of tickets. Yeah, because I'm not a season ticket holder, it's just member. You know, I get 20% off tickets, 10% off merch. Yeah, they don't rip anyone off. Yeah, I think a membership at Arsenal is about 50 quid, isn't it? Yeah, let's be real. They got more fans than we have, so surely they can rip more people off.
I'm a member of Arsenal, but it's 42.50 a year. I think.
That's mad.
Well,
I'm paying €15, 18 euro.
The only thing I can get for that, right? The only thing I can get for that is I think it's 2.5% off any Arsenal purchase from the armory, which is like fuck all. You know what I mean? But
And do you know what? The shirts, I've just Googled the price of the shirts in comparison. The shirts are the same price. How is that even fucking possible, man? How are we charging more than Real Madrid for tickets? And the shirts are the same price. Make that make sense. There's no way in a million years we've got more fans than them. So how the fuck are we all accepting paying this shit? Oh, that's crazy to me. How do you charge more for a ticket at Arsenal
Supply and
than
demand.
Madrid?
Lee. Supply and demand.
Yeah, but come on, man. Real Madrid have got more fans in
London.
Spain than any other club.
It's London. You got to remember, Arsenal and Chelsea are bang in the heart of the West End. Easy to get from the West End, especially when we attract tourists. For instance, if you're a tourist, you came to London for the weekend and you had about £1,000 on you, and that's spending money, and that's without the grub, because grub. First thing you'll do is say, right, I'm going to take in a match, because that's what they say. Not going to watch an Arsenal match or a Chelsea match. I'm going to take in a match, then I'm going to go for a West End show. And if I've got anything left over, I'll probably go around Soho for anything I want, if I've got money left over.
Isn't it?
But that's the thing. That's why Ticketmaster exists. Ticketmaster thrive on clubs putting their prices up, and you know full well, and tourists will come and watch us play. It's their dream. Come on, we got people in the chat. It's their dream to come and watch us play and meet.
Yeah.
Well, not
surely,
me.
surely that applies to Madrid and to Barca. I'm just looking at Bayern Munich now. Bayern Munich's cheapest season ticket. It's only the league games. Yeah, €170. €170 to watch Bayern Munich 17 games. You know you're going to get fucking 5 goals a game, and they're going to play good football.
Harry Kane and Elise and them men.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Diaz and
Watching
fucking
Harry Kane and Elise, and we're watching Trossard and Martinelli.
Yeah, the Premiership's a big.
You know what I mean?
The thing is,
we're watching Odegaard, they're watching Musiala.
Yeah, but the Premiership's the most viewed in product in world football, and that's why.
It says on here, right? The chances of getting a season ticket of Real Madrid and Bayern Munich are absolutely zero as of 2026, as both clubs have 100% renewal rate. 100% of their season tickets said, "Yep, we're coming back again next year, lads."
Yeah, isn't that the same? Isn't that the same for English clubs?
Not for Arsenal. It ain't. Waiting list, yeah, it says 100%. Yeah, Bayern Munich have often stated that new applications have no chance whatsoever due to a 100% renewal rate amongst existing holders.
I think there's a good comment actually that Nelson made, and fair play to him, right? Is I just bought today 2 tickets for the O2 next March 2027 when Rush are coming to do their UK tour.
Wow.
They were originally going to come, but they've decided, they announced it yesterday on Friday, and I bought 2 tickets for me and a mate to go, right? And they are the most expensive tickets on the UK tour because it's in fucking London. £180 each.
Exactly.
£180 each.
Crazy,
You know,
isn't it?
it's mad. Absolutely.
Arsenal had 800 people give their season ticket back last season out of 40,000. So what's that, about 99, 98, 99%?
Yeah, a lot of it's money as well, isn't it? But that.
Sorry, Kenny. So how much more expensive is that, Jez, compared to anywhere else? So like the tickets you've bought, how much cheaper would it have been if they were in Sheffield? Or Birmingham or somewhere?
I think they're playing 6 venues. They're doing 2 nights at each venue. And Glasgow, it was one I saw, was £140 for an equivalent sort of location where I will be. They're doing 2 nights in Birmingham there, and it's about £140. The O2 in London, it's 180 odd quid.
Yeah, it's £40-50 more, isn't it, to host it in London?
Yes, you've got to laugh though. We hear this like comedy thing. Oh, you can't come to London. You get your phone stolen. You get mugged. You get attacked. You get put in hospital. London's so dangerous. Yet people are still coming over here and paying prices. To go in hotels to come here, go and watch football.
They want a new phone, Kenny.
Yeah, I know, isn't it? I know. They'll get.
They're the ones that are coming over and nicking them.
They'll get stolen phones, isn't it? And they get stolen watches and all that, isn't it? Because in London, isn't it? If you want your watch back, come to London because it got nicked 4 years ago.
Yeah, this is fucking crazy to me. Yeah, listen to this shit. I love Googling shit like this. Arsenal got 110,000 on the season ticket waiting list. Bayern Munich have got 500,000.
Exactly. Yeah, we're a big.
They got
club.
500,000 on the waiting list, and we got 110,000.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is actually fucking insane. They're not accepting any new people.
No.
Yeah. They've got 432,500 members. That's crazy. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, that is actually insane. That's mad. Yeah, we're a big club, but we ain't nowhere near Bayern and Madrid.
No, not at all.
Nowhere fucking near.
But
I mean, that's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Sorry, Lee, but Nelson said, but who wants to watch Hamburg and them Deb teams? Well, the same people that watch Brentford and Bournemouth and Burnley.
We still have people watching them. We still have people watching them.
Hamburg are a much bigger club than Burnley.
Yeah,
and Brentford.
A much bigger club than Brighton.
Yeah. Well, Nelson, maybe when you get off of here, go and have a look at Bundesliga highlights, and you'll see that stadiums are full out every week, mate. They're sold out every week.
Bundesliga.
Bundesliga 2 as well. Go and watch that because we watched that, didn't we?
Kevin Keegan played for Hamburg, and Hamburg, as far as I know,
Exactly.
have won the. I think Hamburg, didn't they win the Champions League against
European giant? Hamburg, all them.
Didn't Kevin Keegan win back-to-back Ballon d'Or at Hamburg?
But this is what gets me. People that put things in the comments about just because they play in the Premier League, they think they're a massive club. Oh, they're bigger than Hamburg and they're bigger than this. No, they're not. They're not.
What game was it the Sky were trying to rip everyone off in lockdown 15 quid for? That was Burnley against some shit team as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Yeah, guess what? You could probably go and watch Hamburg for less than €15.
Yeah. I'm having to suffer watch Burnley come to the Emirates and play. I'd rather watch Hamburg come to the Emirates and play.
Well, Hamburg have won done something we haven't done. They won a Champions League in '83, beating Juventus.
So I don't get the disrespect for teams that are in these Bundesliga and Serie A and all of that, because obviously people don't know the history of these teams, but these teams are massive. Hamburg, massive teams. Sheffield Wednesday are bigger than most teams in the Premier League.
Facts.
Yeah. Look at that comment. Look at that comment. Bundesliga is end-to-end high octane. We can verify that.
Yep, 100% facts.
Yeah.
What's the first set of highlights we start every time we all get together? What's the
Bundesliga?
Bundesliga.
And then Bundesliga 2.
Matty, when we go back, so honestly, when we have them football shows, man, and we watch them games in Bundesliga, it's just incredible. Paced.
Yeah, they can all cross the ball. Yeah, it's 1-2 touch. The ball's on the floor. Yeah, I'm about to watch a shit show at Goodison. Well, it's not Goodison. It's the fucking Hill Dickinson. Like, why is it even called Hill Dickinson Stadium, by the way?
It'd be called something else when they get a sponsor anyway.
Maybe that is the sponsor. Who's Hill Dickinson?
I think maybe it's the architects who built the thing or something. I don't know.
Why is it called Hill Dickinson? Why that name? I don't get it. Why that name?
Is it Hill Dickinson's? What? I don't know. Hill Dickinson.
Don't worry. They don't have to worry about getting the cup finals or having premium tickets.
Oh, it's an international law firm. It's a Liverpool-based international law firm.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but it's based in Liverpool. Okay.
Everton's named their stadium
Liverpool.
Yeah, everyone's named their stadium after a fucking law company. Jesus fucking Christ.
In Liverpool.
In Liverpool.
They're rivals. You couldn't get no backward on that, could you?
It's a law firm in Liverpool. That's fucking funny, man. No, fucking hell.
They must have some dough. They're sponsoring that crap team. Sorry, Everton fans, but
that was going to be on your case in a minute, mate. He's not having it.
Yeah, but you haven't won anything for 30 years, Everton.
The deals were put 10 million a year. They're paying them 10 million a year to be the sponsor.
Okay.
They were founded in 1810.
They're representing me if I'm ever in trouble.
Yeah, they were founded in 1810. Okay.
They're 100%
68 years before the football club. Anyway, on that bombshell, we are going to go and watch this shit show up at the Hill Dickinson Stadium.
The law firm.
What's
it's
that?
absolutely bucketing down with rain.
Set piece FC because I win it. Who was it? Tarkowski going to get the winner for a set piece.
Tarkowski. Grealish is out for the season, isn't he? That's a shame.
Hey, do you think you know it's the corresponding fixture at Old Trafford though? Gay slapped Keane, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that was the 1-0. He got sent off, didn't he? Yeah, and then Man United lost 1-0.
This is going to be a good game, this, Lee. I reckon it'll be 2-2.
Nah, this is going to be fucking shit. I might put on Alaves Girona.
Come on, mate. Premier League's the best in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got the best PR, mate. It's got the most mutants that follow it. Let me grab these chats real quick. Big up to Toronto Guna, 1999, 10 months as a member, brother. Get this panel as the board of directors. Well, we'll definitely give it a go, mate. Yeah, we'll definitely shape this club up. That's for sure.
Lee?
Yeah, I mean, DJ's already in the boardroom. He's took over. He's stormed the fucking boardroom.
I'm ready for the boardroom after the league. Don't you worry about that. I'm ready for seconds. Lee, this probably won't make any difference to what people in the chat, but you'll know this derby. You'll know this derby. And it's lower league derby, but you'll know how feisty this is. Chesham versus Hemel Hempstead.
Oh yeah. That's a madness. Yeah, that is a madness. That is
Yeah.
a madness, mate.
Referee
Proper.
position. I've
For that
No way.
non-league derby, that's like Arsenal and Tottenham, isn't it? And Rangers v Celtic.
Yeah, that's like fucking Boston and Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it? Wow, that should have been 1-0 United. Boy, what a save. Fucking hell, haven't they scored? Fucking hell, melee in the penalty box. What's a save?
Wow.
Hang on, you're a few seconds behind us all, mate.
All right, Everton are on a counter here. Come on, I beg they fucking score. But,
Yeah,
but yeah, big up to Toronto. Bro.
Had a shot.
Big up to Chike. This is why I'm not going to the World Cup in the US. I bro, the tickets are a rip-off, man.
Oh my god.
Too expensive. $3,000. No way.
Oh, it's
Absolute
Chelsea.
rip-off.
Yeah.
Absolute rip-off. Big up to Ernest as well, man. Become a new member and gifted a membership. Who got the membership? Bav the Ripper. What a name, bruv. Make sure you say thanks, bro, if you haven't already.
Big up, Bev.
Oh, he has. Bless up to him. Big up, man. Big up to Ernest as well. Bless up for that, mate. Appreciate it. Right, I'm going to raid my other channel.
Yeah.
Pleasure as always, lads. Jez is Arsenal. What you got coming up, mate?
Weekly show tomorrow night with the Real Boys. And it's going to be slightly different tomorrow night. We're going to talk about football, but we're going to talk about a couple of Arsenal legends as well. Let's talk about Mr. Arsenal.
Tony Adams.
Have a chat about him. And another. I'm going to keep that one secret. But yeah, tomorrow night, DJB, Kenny, anybody else, Matty, if you're about. I know you're busy, Lee, but if anybody's about, you're more than welcome, of course. And yeah, tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, good old chat.
Lovely stuff. Make sure you sub to Jez, pin comment. DJB, was a pleasure, mate. The Arsenal huddle, that's pinned as well. What you got coming up, mate?
Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up, Matty. Hope you're feeling better, my friend. Yeah, I've got the OG show tonight with Aaron, which is our Monday night show with Nortsky and Shane. Tomorrow, the retro show is back, me and Shane Gooner. And then obviously on with Jez, which is always looking forward to that one. Wednesday, me and brother Nortsky do the midweek mingle where we digest all the football. And then Thursday, I've got a show with Kenny, and I think Dan Potts is joining us. So yeah,
right.
should be good. Should be good.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So
Happy days. Make sure you're subbing.
Big up to everyone.
Matty, hope you get better, man. Hope you feel well. And make sure you sub to Southern Guna, pinned as well. What you got coming up, Matty?
I'm going to go get in this bed and watch this United game. And then we'll
get the heater on, man. Get the heated blanket out.
Yeah,
sweat it out.
-9 here where I'm at, man. It is rough today. Today is a rough day, but we'll be there.
There we go. We've got a goal in the Alaves game. 1-0 Alaves. Be proper football, lads. Kenny, always love, man. Kenny 1972 is pinned as well. So make sure you're following Kenny on Insta. What you got coming up this week, mate?
9:30 in the morning. I'm on with Dan Guna, and then I'm with Jez at 6 o'clock. And in between, I've got something very important I'm going to do to cheer me up, and hopefully, if the back manager says yes, not TSP, but the back manager says yes, hopefully I'll be able to purchase my ticket for the Man City game at Wembley. And of course, I'm with DJB on Thursday at 6 o'clock, isn't it?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, yeah. So that's the plan of action. And also, of course, I am going to be at the London Derby at the Emirates Stadium against Chelsea. So it's going to be an
Arsenal Chelsea, isn't it?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Hopefully, it'll be the same thing with Chelsea Fan TV ranting and raving about how bad Senior is as a coach. But mind you, he hasn't lost a league game, so there's always a first.
There's a report if they don't make the Champions League, they're sacking him.
Well, I did tell everyone he's a PE teacher, man.
Well, the thing about it is, are we still going to have 5 teams?
I'm not sure.
We had 5 teams last year, didn't we?
Yeah, it depends how far we will go. I'd imagine we probably will. Because Newcastle slapped Karabag. So they're into the last 16.
Not the first. Aston Villa definitely get into the final in the Europa League easily.
Well, I don't know about that. Don't know about that. I'm not sure about Forest. Villa might.
Our
Don't know about
Spurs, our Spurs in that Champions League where they are, man.
They finished
How
fucking
have they
fourth or fifth, I think.
Yeah, Chelsea got every English. Newcastle was the only English team that didn't get in the last 8.
That is absolutely madness.
Last 16, I mean.
Yeah, and then they've banged up fucking Karabakh 6-1 away. They're through already.
They're through as well.
That is. I watched that game. That was the best first half performance I've seen from a team for fucking years, man. They were outstanding. They were absolutely quality. I could have been 10 at half time. Yeah, and that's not an easy ground.
No.
That's not an easy ground.
Talking Newcastle, they were unlucky not to get anything on Saturday.
Yeah, I thought they played well second half against City. I thought they really played well second half against City.
We've got them down the stretch too, by the way.
Yeah, we've got City. Yeah, facts, mate.
They're third bottom in the form table, by the way.
Yeah,
third bottom.
They should never have lost.
Problem,
Being 4-1 at Anfield, should never have lost. Played out their skin in the first half and then just wet the bed.
Yeah, facts. Big up to Ernest, man. He's donated another 2 memberships. Bless up, bro. Jay got one. And Abhijit, mate. I think he got one as well. He did. Bless up. I big up Ernest for gifting the members, man. Appreciate it, my bro. But yeah, listen, I'm going to get onto these watch-alongs. I'm going to probably watch the Girona game because this is going to boil the shit out of me otherwise. I'm going to get that Girona game on as well. So we get to watch some proper football. Alaves, Girona. But I'll be there in literally 2 or 3 minutes, guys. Bless up to everyone who's locked in. I'll be back tomorrow with rants. Hopefully, Man United lose. He ended his stream early. He ended his stream before the 4th goal went in. See you later. So yeah, I'll see him tomorrow. And yeah, man. I think there's Champions League tomorrow as well. I think I'll probably do the Atleti game.
Yeah, let me
have a 5:45.
Before we scoot out here, you wait for you think you slick. Y'all want to spin that brother before going to the Madrid game to face the tone for his sins last week against Vinicius. You're not fooling me. You're not fooling me. You should have.
Clever.
He should have been going there to have to deal with what he started last week. He should.
They suspended him.
Well said.
Before the game.
That was a fucking disgrace.
That was protection. That was protecting his arse. That was not a punishment. That's protecting him.
100%.
Yeah, that was a disgrace. What happened, man? Me and Northside were watching that game. Yeah, fucking disgrace. And 100% he said it, man. And Jose, fucking dickhead, coming out afterwards saying that Vinny shouldn't have fucking antagonized the crowd. Bro, he went and danced at the corner flag. What are you talking about?
So you're not allowed to
doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter anyway. You shouldn't say it whether he antagonises the crowd or not. You just
facts.
Don't say it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, disgrace. Because I didn't know they'd suspended him.
Yeah.
They should suspend Jose. Although actually I think he's banned from the game anyway. All right, he got sent off, didn't he?
It's a token gesture because but I don't care what anyone says. He knows he's there for his own protection because he knows if he went into Real Madrid that he'll get.
Oh mate, they'd have the live pig's head and everything thrown at him.
Yeah.
But they'd go mad, bro.
See you later, Jess.
Yeah, we're out. We're out. I'm going to raid the other channel, guys. So I'll be there in 90 seconds. Love. Bless up, lads.
Big up, everyone.
Chat. Everybody. See you in a bit.
Big up.